In my room, I've got an abundance of pictures. Some are from prom, some are from middle school. You're in a lot of them. That's the nice thing about pictures. Putting them in a frame, protected by glass, surrounded by a pretty design or maybe a quote, and the event in that picture never changes. That moment, that pose, that expression, that pinpointed thumbtack in time will always be right there for me to find it. But the glass that surrounds our hearts is a lot more fragile than the glass on a picture frame. Sometimes the way we feel doesn't feel the same. If I looked at a picture from you and I from a year ago, it would have giddy smiles and goofy faces, but if we took one tomorrow, it would be empty. Sometimes these things just happen, and it isn't anybody's fault. Even though you and I grew together like a tree, the branches split anyway, and now we're on complete opposite ends. I don't know what happened, but there's just too much in the way now, and I can't see you as clearly as I used to. Keeping up a friendship is like babysitting. You have to keep checking up on it, or else it'll just go away when you don't turn around to check on it long enough, and you might turn around to find that you can't find it. Whenever I look at you, it's like I'm looking at a picture frame. There's supposed to be something there, but there isn't. I wish I could jump into those old photos like Jane and Michael and ride the carousel around, but I guess it broke down. I guess friendships slip through your fingers sometimes, messy, melting. Maybe we ought to wash our hands off. Maybe we ought to call it quits, because when everything ends sooner or later, sometimes I wonder, what's the point of keeping up with anything at all? Maybe this is it. Maybe the closest you and I will ever be has already happened. Maybe it's a sign that we don't listen to the same music anymore. Maybe you and I have had our day at the park, and now it's time to go home for supper. So if this is it, if you're bored with me, or if this is just what was in the cards this time, even though we don't take pictures together anymore, I still love the ones we have, and I still care about you. And I don't know what's changed since those pictures were taken, and maybe I'm not supposed to know, but the important thing is, even if you don't have my phone number in a year, or if you forgot my last name, I'll always be here for you. That's what friends are for. Those pictures are permanent, and so am I.